a beautiful thing. But I'm here to introduce the Consul General of the Netherlands, for the Kingdom of the Netherlands, I might add, Hugo van Mijnveld.
Well, Peter, thank you very much, and I would like to welcome you all here. We are an extremely flat country, as you all might know. 20% of our country is below sea level. So as a compensation, we are in this beautiful building. This is a view we never have. So this explains why we are here. And perhaps for you, at least for the non-Dutch of you, this is, well, just a building, but for us, this is extremely beautiful. And the clouds have gone as well from the last 2 months. So why are we here? And why am I here? Why did I apply for the job? Not only because the King of the Netherlands appointed me here, but also this is the place to be. The place to be for, of course, a diplomat like I am, because here sustainability and innovation, technology come together. Science and also people, planet, profit. People, it's really, if you want to set steps in your life, this is the place to be. If you want to save the planet and be energy efficient, resource efficient, whatever, you want to find new technology to set a step further, you have to be here. And if you want to have profit, there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, that's there. It has to be combined. It's not one of the three. So that's, I think, this is the place where you can find everything: the science, the governance, and the business, and also the finance, especially the risk capital. Perhaps Europe has to learn from this side, so that's why perhaps you are here to learn from that. You could find in Europe many conservative banks and say, well, after the financial crisis, perhaps we should wait a while. Your idea is much too wild. Well, let's see. If you show us what your ideas are, I don't think you find an answer here. I'm really curious what you are going to tell us here. And our role here in the Consulate General is where we can to facilitate you for at least the first couple of months to have a soft landing, as we always call it, and in between make your life as good as it can be. Thank you very much, and I'm eager to listen to the pitches that are programmed. Peter.
Thank you, Julia. This is really the Rockstart Accelerator program tonight. So more than half of the speakers are from Rockstart Accelerator. So the co-founder and president of operations, or director of operations, are here. Rune. Was it Rune or Rune?
Like you have a potato in your mouth.
Oh, that's what we have already. Our diplomats all have that.
Thanks a lot, Peter. So I actually want to take the opportunity, the first 30 seconds, to really thank you guys for setting this up. Because this is what they do and they're extremely good at it. And we don't do anything, we just come in our startup clothes and everything's arranged. So thanks a lot. I think we should give a round of applause just as a beginning. So as Peter said, I'm Rune Field. I'm one of the co-founders of Rockstart Accelerator. And before I start talking about Rockstart, I would like to ask you how many actually know what an accelerator is, by showing hands. So most of you. I also knew that, but I still had to look it up on Wikipedia to really get the right version. So what it says is a program designed for helping startup companies by applying the right support and resources. One of the other things it said is it's an open application process and only the best startups are picked to be in the program. The accelerator normally invests money into the startups in return for equity, and it's most of the time mentorship driven. It often ends with a big bang, as called Demo Day, referred to as Demo Day. So when we started Rockstart Accelerator approximately 2 years ago, so that's Oscar Knipper, Stan Ritzen and myself. The two are Dutch, and I'm Danish, so that's why we're here. Not because I'm Danish, because they're Dutch. And yeah, we basically looked at some of the other initiatives and we said, why don't we have the Demo Day in the middle? And why don't we have a 6-month program? And we did that because we wanted a few things. We wanted the startups to come out of the program with a really solid business proposition, meaning something that investors would like to invest in. We also wanted them to have validated their product in the market. We wanted them to have traction, and we wanted to have a global mindset. And the global mindset is why we're here today. That's why we're in San Francisco. It's, we believe that you can learn a lot from this place. I mean, getting inspired for the way that companies are doing things, the way they attract talent, the way they keep people in the company, the way they innovate. But there's also a lot to learn. I mean, the culture here, the paid-forward culture, where you can do something for other people in the ecosystem without expect anything in return, I think that's something we can learn something back home. And last but not least, if you really want to build a global company, if you want to be the global leader in a specific industry, there's a good chance you want to come here one day to raise funding. So I'm happy that we today have the 5 startup out of 10 from the second program at Rockstart. It's not because they failed already, it's because they're extremely busy doing other things. Some in Dallas, some back in Amsterdam, some in Greece. And yeah, I want to thank you guys once again for hosting. It's amazing. Thank you.
I think because you mentioned Denmark, there's always something we can bring back to the Americans. Let's face it. My son is a senior in high school, and he got featured in an article. And so, in the article it was, he's born in Düsseldorf, Germany. He's a Dutchman. His name is Ivar from the Scandinavian countries. And so they had this entire story, and then the byline was the King of Denmark. So, geography is not the strongest part. Anyhow, 3D, anybody? 3D? Who's printing 3D nowadays? Woohoo, there's not that many hands, is it? But 3D hubs, I can tell you all about that by a guy called Bram, which is really the Abraham thing, I guess. Right, Bram?
Yeah, let's turn it into Abraham for tonight. Bram's always a bit hard here. So, good evening. I founded 3D Hubs together with the tall guy over there, Brian. We've worked as colleagues for 4 years at the 3D printing market leader. And with 3D Hubs, we are connecting 3D printer owners with people who want to print. We're actually often called the Airbnb of 3D printing. So our mission is to provide everyone with local access to 3D printers. And in that way, create a sustainable alternative to mass production. While the technology develops, a growing range of products can be made local, on demand, and personalized. So we currently already have a network of over 1,000 3D printing locations, which are accessed daily by people in cities such as Amsterdam, London, and Berlin. And last July we got backed by Boulderton Capital, which is one of Europe's largest venture capital firms. And we're using these funds to expand to many more cities, also in the US, and grow our community. So we'd love to connect with people here in the room who would like to advise us on our US growth strategy. Thank you.
That's a great job. We did the time limit and all that. So, next picture up is actually he found a gaming community with over 16,000 users at the time, and then he realized that this is not the forum to do it, and he changed that rapidly. And I think Jean-Pierre is the name. He's Dutch. That's a very Dutch name, as you can imagine. JP. But then JP is good, right?
Yeah, JP is fine. Alright, I'm Jean-Pierre. And together with Pedro over there, we are building a Mirko. A Mirko is a content platform that makes it really easy to follow the gaming experiences from your friends. It's like Pinterest, but for games. We used to play games next to each other, but today everything is online. And that's why nearly half of the time is spent outside the game talking about games. But like with boards, people even broadcast and record their gaming, so others can watch and play. And they even make videos and pictures so they can show the best moments. In fact, the amount of time spent consuming gaming content is doubling every year. However, it's really hard to find it all, because they still share it in old text-based discussion platforms like forums. Our interface helps you to find out what happens with the players and games you care about. We're raising $500,000 to bring a Mirko to different devices and become the medium to connect online players. So yeah, thank you.
Alright. So I want to read this one because I changed it a little bit, and if I change things, they go wrong. It's more like a poem right now. Two fine young gentlemen are about to shape the future of jewelry. One is a 3D guru with a background in artificial intelligence. The other already co-founded and sold a company with 20 employees while he was still studying. What a stud. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Diamonds in 3D, have you heard of that? Diamonds in 3D. Oh, I'm sorry, was I done yet? Me? Zazie.
I'm not sure if I have to tell something, but thank you. So I'm Gert-Jan, and one of the two co-founders of Sessi, together with Martijn, there's Martijn, and we are creating. We make it really easy for people to create their own jewelry online. So many people like to do it yourself nowadays, but when you want to create jewelry yourself digitally, it's really hard. You have to learn complex tools and you have to be very technical. So that's what we are changing with Sessi. We make it really easy and fun for people to create jewelry online. Like Instagram made it really easy and fun to shoot stylish photos. We make it really easy and fun for people to create jewelry. And therefore we're using 3D printing. And most of you may be familiar with 3D printing, but we're using industrial 3D printers, and that means that we can also print in metals, nylons, but also in gold and silver. Yeah, to give an idea of the market, Pandora is a company doing similar things like we are doing, same customizable jewelry, and they have over €1 billion in revenue. So, it's okay, sorry. Yeah, so we're raising 250k to build a co-creation marketplace where everybody can create and buy, but can also sell the jewelry they created. Thank you.
Next up, the man from the World Cup next year. What would that be? Where does he come from? You soccer lovers? Next year's World Cup?
Brazil.
Brazil, of course, yeah. So Felipe, who I'm about to introduce, has more than 5 years in medical background, and he has changed actually Brazil as it is right now when it comes to the digital part for the doctors to take care and the small clinics for their patients. Felipe.
All right. Hi everyone. My name is Felipe. I'm Brazilian, and together with two co-founders, we started iClinic, an online system for health professionals in Brazil. We have more than 5 years experience in the healthcare IT, and during the university, we've seen a huge opportunity there. We look to the whole healthcare ecosystem in Brazil, the high end, such as hospitals, they already have healthcare information systems. But if you look at the low end, which are individual doctors and also small private clinics, 80% of these people are still using paper. So there's a huge opportunity there. We're talking about 4.5 million health professionals, and in a market that can reach $5 billion. This is exactly the place we are targeting now. So our product are live since 3 months ago, and we already have more than 100 clinics paying for use the service. Now, we are looking for an investment of 750k in order to accelerate our growth and reinforce our position as market leaders in Brazil. Thank you.
Going well. It's running smoothly. So this next thing is about business analytics, and the thing is, there's this guy. He's worked for 7 years in this business, and he makes a shitload of money. And then he decides to set up a company, set up software in order to replace guys like him in the industry. What a guy! Oh yeah, I promised to do it like I did before. And now the man from
Hello everyone. My name is Elmer. I'm the co-founder and CTO of Copenia.
We're on a mission to bring analytics back to the business. Now, what does this mean? In recent years, business analytics have become too complex for operational managers because the software is too complex and too time-consuming. But most importantly, it is not producing any kind of results. That's why we at Copenia developed a software to exactly address these issues. Most importantly, end-to-end insight, vendor independence, and a business-usable standard product. With all this, we make these insights accessible to managers and executives and effectively put them back in control of their business. We already have our first customer, a big German car manufacturer, and are currently in the process of securing more customers and partners in the United States. To continue to scale on both continents, we're looking for investors who will join around $500,000 and know how to scale this global software company together with us. Thank you, that's everything, and I'll go on for questions afterwards, hopefully without you timing.
So is that BMW? As a matter of fact, that's the mistake most, let's say, Dutchmen make is a German, so he's got a Dutch company, that's fine. So they come in and say, you guys got a Beamer. So I don't have a Beamer. And I say, yeah, that's a Beamer over there. I said, no, it's an overhead projector. See? So I do do's and don'ts, okay? So next up is, you know, I do a lot with IT, so to speak. I got Word, I got spreadsheets, I got all kind of stuff to make my life happy. But next to each other, it's a mess. So the next company is taking care of that. They promise to make life simple for simple employees like me. So next up, Kaluma.
Okay. Good evening. I'm Martin of Kaluma Technologies. We say it's a public secret that no matter how much money, time and energy an organization spends on information systems, employees will never be happy with it. I kind of lost it.
Just lost 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Don't want to confuse.
Okay, based on our years of experience in IT and our vision of the future, we decided to have a look at this problem. And we found a solution for this, and we call it Kaluma. This solution is based on reversing the problem. We found a spectacular new way of looking at information. Sorry, I'm kind of drawing a blank.
Read it for a second.
Go.
Take some time.
You're in injury time now, okay?
Yeah. Now the thing is, Kaluma is a software solution that provides employees with relevant information from a single shared information source that is 100% adjustable for the organization. And the best thing is without any technical knowledge. We are trying to raise we are trying, it's a little bit difficult.
I know what you want. Yeah. He wants $4 million. Security. Everything in life is about security. I got a gazillion passwords, really. You're like, oh, this one, oh, this one, oh, this one hurts. So now, there seems to be the end of the era of the password as we know it. So, shiver, listen, be there, please. Step forward, Hank. You'll make it happen. I see the dollar signs in your eyes.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Henk Gijzen. I'm founder of Sesam, and we are a disruptive innovation for the user in a password market. The Wall Street Journal said 4 days ago that the age of the password will be over, because they aren't both secure and convenient for the users, till now. Sesam is a totally private and perfectly simple access method based with the highest security level, total anonymous and perfectly simple to use and to integrate. We are backed by veterans from the security and the privacy industry, IT and also from the e-business. We have business deals for healthcare, we have business deals done in age verification, and last but not least, we have recently done a deal with the top 4 Android-based smartphone manufacturer. And we are looking for connected investors who can help Sesam grow.
Exactly 1 minute. How do you do it?
And these older guys do better, I tell you. And I can say that. So this is about a reusable bottle with a great design. And this bottle has been sold in the Netherlands already for 600,000 in quantity, so it's working well. And because she's doing so well here and she's so enthusiastic, and you know, there's a Mike Pat song from the 80s, Lady of the Dawn. Everybody remember that? So beautiful. If you love your other one, can. I rewrite that song for Irene, Lady of the Dopper.
Hi, my name is Irene. I'm the co-founder of Dopper, an initiative originally from Holland that wants to do 3 things: reduce single-use plastic waste, promote the use of filtered tap water, and fundraise for clean water access projects in Nepal and Asia. Every second in the US alone, 1,500 of us spend 1,000 times as much as what's necessary on bottled water. This is not only a huge financial cost for you personally, but the world, it costs a ton of energy, it costs water, it costs oil, and it creates so much waste because only 1 out of 5 of these bottles are being recycled. And the rest ends up in landfill or in our oceans. At the same time, people across the globe don't have access to the clean drinking water that we do have. So what Dopper does is not just ask for money to build the water wells that we're building in Nepal right now, but offer in return a uniquely designed product that's being made in the Netherlands and can be used as a reusable water bottle, and as a cup. So if you want to reduce your single-use plastic waste and spread clean drinking water, then please buy a Dopper and support our mission for a better world. I'm not looking for investors, I'm looking for you guys to buy this bottle. Thank you.
I think Jasper gave you 2 minutes, to be honest.
True! 108!
You know when he started pushing that thing? So now we have an experiment and I hope it works well. So, and because I thought it was so funny, we'll do it anyway. That's Funky. Funky Animation, that's quite a story. It only takes a minute, I guess. Funky Animation is a Dutch company that makes animation videos. Flew their entire team over here the last week with a challenge. Set up 2 new concepts in a week. Funky always wanted to start more companies. And this week in San Francisco, it's a turning point in their lives. So they want to actually want to show to themselves they can make more than beautiful animated videos. This is the start of a new era, as they said it themselves. This is the beginning of the empire of awesome. Reminds me of Austin Powers. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Everybody? Austin Powers again? So, it's Awesome Inc. Actually, the Empire of Awesome Inc. I like that. Hoo-ah. Anyway, focused on bringing awesome, cool companies in the world. Team 1, we got over at Graph-E, and that platform to quickly generate automated infographic videos based on written text. So, Team 1, Alex. What was our Team 1? I thought because that is our Team 1.
I just started the clap, so
Good. Good stuff.
no problem. Hi guys. We at Funky Animations, we've noticed an increase of need of videos and infographics. So basically, you could do it all, but what would it be? Basically, you could have to be or a designer genius, or you have to pay loads of money to get one. So we came up with Graphy, and Graphy is a website that lets you make your own animated infographic video. It's very easy to use. You throw your information in there, the input, structures your story, and basically that connects with a combined artwork that's relevant, and that will go into a storyboard. Basically at the end of that, you finalize it, you fine-tune it in an editor, and basically that, you export it and bam, you got a video that's easy to use, has a clear story, it looks good, and it doesn't need to cost that much money. So basically we've been using a system, it's a freemium business model with ads, and for corporates we'll be using extra services like customization. We've done this in 3 days, so if any of you guys feel interested, talk to us later at the bar with a beer.
So now got the team of what to do, the last team, number 11, which is in the old days was the left winger of the soccer team, by the way, number 11, that was in 99 or 98. So, where is it all about? You're in a spontaneous mood and you want to visit places, you're spontaneous, you're outside over here. You're, let's say you're in the Tenderloin, you're spontaneous. I guess this app solves it all. So team 2.
Hi guys. So we came up with a really simple solution for a common problem, and that's simply what to do. What to do is an app that gives you randomized suggestions for stuff to do right next to you. So you don't need to go through Google Maps or something. So how does that work? It's all based on swiping. You don't have any buttons. So just by swiping left and right, the app actually gets more intelligent and gets to know what you want to do. So let's say you just take your phone out of your pocket and the first suggestion is Starbucks. But I don't want to go to Starbucks. I've just been there like 3 times today already. Let's swipe further. Next suggestion, nightclub. Well, why not? Let's read more about it. You just slide up, get more information. Yay, it's happy hour right now. So you just slide down and you're actually getting to a map. You just take your phone away and get there. So with what to do, you always know what to do no matter where you are, if it's in your city or somewhere else. So just talk to us. We're here.
Everybody, thank you for listening. The bar is still there, the chips are still there. Thank you, Jasper Smith, for taking the time, and all the other people that helped us. Thank you. See you all.